Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm out here this afternoon. It's about 1:30 at Riverside Hill Farms in Croton, Ontario. And I just thought I'd do a quick little video on corn silage. They have been working here for a couple of days and they've got their corn silage bunk about 2/3 full, and they must be, I think they still are in the house having lunch. Anyway, I thought I'd get out here and get a start on this video. Emma's back. She's gonna pack the silage. Packing this stuff is probably the most important job. You've got to get the air out of this silage, and they keep it actually year-round, so you've got to get the air out of it so it'll keep for 12 months. Anyway, tell me about packing.
It's a lot of back and forth.
That's what I said. It's forth and back and forth.
It's thrilling for the first, hour, and then
it's boring.
And then it's the same thing. Yeah, it's fun though. This is one of my favorite jobs. It's like it's easy and it's coordination.
And it has to be done.
Yeah. And I like to sit here and listen to podcasts and music and stuff.
Well, get the tunes on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You don't get Stompin' Tom or anything, do you?
No, not quite. I gotta have a little bit more pump up music, keep going all day. No, it's fun though, I like it. And if you have a little bit of OCD, I don't have a lot. Josh definitely has more OCD than I do, but it's one of those things that are oddly satisfying.
Well, you won't get done today, but you get done tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow. Usually it's three days.
That's what I told Jared.
Finish. Yeah, we got started there on Saturday and then it rained a little bit, so we got put off. But yeah, we're back at it and we'll be done tomorrow for sure.
It's supposed to be nice for a couple of days. So how's the meat business going?
It's good. It's really good. We got our store back open now, so that's been awesome. So we're open Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we also offer our online ordering on our website too. So our online store is always open, so people can go on our website and they can shop, order their packages, and either pick them up in store or you can pick up on farm anytime, Monday to Friday, basically. It's a really nice system. That way, we're not waiting on one another, so they can just stop by and pick up their products remotely. So that aspect's been really handy. It was something we started during COVID and we're going to continue because it's been a great system so far. So yeah, no, it's going good.
So is that the old silage?
Yeah, that's the old silage that was in here that we just push out and obviously pile it to make room for the...
Use it up first.
Yeah, absolutely, use it first, which there's actually a lot more left than there was last year. Last year we put up the year prior, we didn't put up as many loads as we did, and so there was hardly any left. We had to kind of get rolling there. So, but this year there's actually been more left than previous years. So it's kind of nice because with weather being, holding us up a little bit there, it was okay.
Well, that's good. Well, I thought I'd get in here and catch a little bit of this while I can.
Yeah, it's cool. I think we're switching fields now. Well, they were right over here and they were taking some off, so it was cool because we could watch them all day. But I think they're gonna head down to Croton now and take off a little bit that's down there.
I got Josh here, and what are we in, the Cadillac?
Yeah, this is the farm truck.
Farm truck.
This is the farm truck.
It's just after lunch. Everybody's full of pie.
Pie, yeah. We usually eat pie twice a day during corn silage. Gain about 5 pounds a day.
Yeah.
So we're cutting corn today. This is day 2 of corn silage. Usually takes us about 3 days to fill our bunker. So what we're doing is we're chopping the whole entire plant. We cut it off about 6 inches above the ground, and we'll chop the whole entire thing, and we load it into dump wagons and then take it to the bunker and we dump it out, and we'll push it up into a pile and in nice thin layers and pack all the air out of it. all that will ferment and become cattle feed.
And then it'll become beef.
And then it'll become steaks. Yeah, steaks, ground, and everything else. So that's the main kind of feed source that we feed a lot of the cattle. Corn silage is one of the most economical feeds to grow. You use the whole entire corn plant, you get big tonnage off it usually, and it's a really, really healthy, good fiber source for the cattle, so it works very, very well. It keeps the moisture in the rations too, so it's really good.
So what we're looking at here is basically hamburger and steak.
Yeah, eventually.
In the green form?
I guess you'd say it's the second step. The first step is when you put the seed in the ground. The second step is harvest.
So what they're doing here, they're just breaking out a new piece. And to do that, he hooks the wagon on behind the harvester. And then after that, they just pull along beside the harvester, and it goes a lot faster, don't it?
Yeah, you can rear about 6 loads an hour right now once we get opened up. It goes pretty quick, which, you know, it's a 40-year-old harvester, so it's not really built for speed, but it does get the job done fairly fast. It's about what we can keep up to on the pile for packing.
Yeah, you don't want it to come too fast.
No, it's once the first half I can keep up pretty good myself on the pile, but after that, when you got to start pushing it up so high, I might be able to keep up, but I wouldn't do near as good a job as what I should be doing. So.
And while we're out here now, Emma, she's kind of catching up.
Yeah, so usually when we stop for lunch, I make sure I get everything nice and smooth off with the loader, and then if I got to go to the barn and check the cows or something, Emma can go pack, and we kind of get caught up. Every break we kind of get caught up packing nice. Yeah. So. This corn hasn't had the nicest life. It got 2 inches of rain on it 3 days after we planted it, and then it got 6 inches of snow after that. So.
Oh well.
But it still looks good.
Makes good silage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the tonnage is still fairly good on it.
What's happening here, Josh?
So this forage harvester is here on the left. It's got a Dion rotary head. So what it is there's a saw blade down underneath the head, and the 2 drums that spin like this, and the saw blade turns the opposite way. So it'll chop the plant, like cut the plant off the ground, and then it feeds it into the harvester. Through there it goes into a set of feed rolls, and then into a drum that has multiple knives on it. And that drum spins real fast against goes down onto a ledger bar and chops all the corn silage up to little tiny pieces. After that, it goes down into an auger bed.
Can I call you back?
And then goes into the blower and back up to the chute. So, some harvesters have what they call a kernel processor on it. Ours doesn't. Pretty expensive to put one on. So, but what it does is it just crushes all the kernels up, so basically rolls them. That just makes them easier to digest. If you were filling a tower silo and taking your corn dryer, it would be a good option to have. With the bunker, you're taking it usually wetter, so it breaks up the kernels that much easier when they're wet. So.
Your next one.
Next one, yeah. I priced it on this one, but it was a lot of money.
Wow, yeah. It's hard to spend too much on this baby.
Yeah, that's she's an old machine, but it does the job for us. It started its life in Chatham, Kent. It'll probably finish its life in Chatham, Kent. So.
Whose was it?
Cash Anderson's.
Oh. Well, this would be quite a machine in the day.
Well, this was the big, well, was the second series of self-propelled harvesters from John Deere, so, and this was the biggest of its lineup, I guess, at the time. It's got an updated cutter head in it too, which makes it cut a lot faster than it originally did, so.
Well, these saw blade headers really work good.
Rotary headers are the way to go. Yeah, I think they're going around 3.5 miles an hour or so.
You ever run into her?
I haven't yet. I scrubbed the tires a few times, but it's pretty good. She runs auto steer, so
Oh, does she?
yeah, I can usually know where she's at, and where she's gonna be.
I watch those bunks in Kentucky where they have four big four-wheel drives.
Just going in circles.
You cover it when you're done?
We don't cover it. Maybe we should, I don't know. It always seems like we're going from corn silage to hay or beans or something, so it never seems to get done.
If you're going to cover it, you almost have to cover it the same day.
Yeah, and like, we don't see a whole lot of waste to begin with.
If this was a dairy operation, you'd have to cover it.
Yeah, they're a little more finicky. You really don't see any waste off it until July the next year. And even then, a lot of that stuff you can still get from the beef cows.
When you got beef cows, anything can disappear.
Yeah, we had a tote of potatoes and onions this week to feed them. So
Get any carrots yet?
we quit feeding carrots. There's
Too much water?
Yeah, we were having a lot of trouble with sick calves. We were needling all the time and bedding even more often. So as soon as we quit feeding them, the sick calf numbers went down quite a bit.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, cheap isn't cheap. About the time where it starts getting fun.
Yeah.
When you're above the wall. So we try to layer it in 6 to 8 inch layers of fluff.
Yeah, and pack it.
And then after that, I like to see the tractor hit it at least 3 times. So I'll try and hit it once with this tractor, and then Emma will hit it at least 2 more times with the other one. It seems to work pretty good.
Really, there's a lot to be gained by getting it packed real good versus getting it done in 2 days instead of 3.
Yeah, and I don't know, some guys will pack for 3 days after, and I think all you're doing is burning diesel fuel at that point.
Yeah. Well, you pack the top 6 inches.
Yeah. Now, if you can cheat a little bit on the bottom half, because the weight of the top stuff will push it down basically like a tower saddle. But when you get up this high, you want to pack good. And auto steer really helps with that too. You're always packing consistent. We just set our nudge setting for 12 inches.
So so you move over 12 inches every time.
So you do it that much more consistent.
Well, thanks, Josh, for giving us a snapshot view of the corn silage business.
No problem, anytime.
I'll be back. And I just want to take a minute to thank everybody for viewing this quick little video. And I'll catch you on the next one.